Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. Today's video, I'm in the basement and I'm also in a singlet for the second video in a row. I'm not sure if I should say I'm sorry or you're welcome. Now this particular singlet was sent to me by my buddy Matt Vincent from Hate Brand Goods. Obviously you can tell by the banner in the background, I'm a big fan of what Matt does, and even though I really appreciate him sending me this singlet, I have to say, I hate singlets. But one of the things that I was really thinking to myself is, one of the most stressful parts of meet day is actually having to wear a singlet for an extended amount of time. It's extremely uncomfortable, annoying. I just don't like doing it. And I think part of that is I only wear it when I compete, which for me is about 2 to 3 times per year, which never really gets me that comfortable wearing it. So I'm trying to decide if I wear it more frequently in training, if that will be something that will get me comfortable enough wearing it where I don't have to worry about it come meet day. And there's different schools of thoughts on this. Some people like to wear it the week leading up to competition. Some people, like my friend Ben Rice, like to wear one at all times. So I'm going to try to implement it more in my normal training, which you guys may or may not see if I actually decide to make videos. But one of the upsides of wearing a singlet is the fact that when I use a wide angle lens like this one, it makes my lower extremities look pretty big. My legs look pretty huge right now. The downside is it makes some of my other extremities look kind of small. So I will blame the wide angle lens on that, of course. Maybe I can fix it in post, who knows. But that being said, I'm going to overlay some training footage from today, had deadlifts and bench, and talk about some stuff that's been on my mind. So this past weekend was IPF Worlds, which if you didn't get a chance to catch live, luckily you can still find that on their YouTube channel. There was a lot of great weightlifting going on overall, a lot of great competition, and it was really cool to see a lot of people that I follow on social media or I've become friendly with, who I've been following their training cycles, actually put it all together and compete with some of the best in the world. One of the downsides of watching this, however, was that it got me really amped up to train, but also really had me questioning some of the stuff that I do in my own training, because I tried to pick up on some of the trends. So I looked at bar placement for squats, how people walk it out, how much arch they're using on the bench press, how wide their grip is, if they pull sumo or conventional, all sorts of different things that really got me questioning maybe I should change some of the stuff I do in my own training. Now, luckily, I did fight the urge and I didn't change it up, because I've definitely been guilty of doing that in the past. And part of the problem with making those severe changes overnight is that, number one, if you're not used to doing it, it's probably not going to work out so well. You're not going to be very strong in that position to begin with. And number two, you could potentially put yourself at risk for getting hurt. So instead, what I did is I took a look back at some of my older training footage from several years ago when I felt I was strong or certain lifts felt really good in my opinion. And I tried to compare what I was doing then to what I was doing now. And one of the things I picked up on was the fact that about a year or two ago, I had a little bit wider of a conventional deadlift stance, which of course made my grip a little bit wider. These last couple of months, I've been moving that in for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I'm going to try to emulate back to what I was doing because I felt really comfortable doing so. But it's just good to kind of reflect on where I've come from and also where I need to be in order to get stronger. So as far as today's training goes, it went really well in my opinion. With the deadlift, again, working on really bringing my stance out a little bit, which in turn is going to bring my grip out a little bit. But I've really been also trying to focus on trusting the process when it comes to the programming, because right now with the compounds, I'm doing each one at least twice per week, in some cases 3 or 4 times per week. And the way that the programming is set up, I have a tendency to go a little bit overboard in the beginning portion, which comes back to bite me in the ass in the second part of the week when I'm really fatigued and tired and not able to perform with the heavier weight how I would like. So really trying to trust the process, if you will. Bench press went well as well. And again, for the last couple of months, I've been bringing in my grip for some reason. I don't know why. It's felt more comfortable doing so. But being a taller guy with longer arms and not having much arch, I figure if I go back to my wider grip, that's going to cut down on the range of motion a little bit, and it's going to help me more in the long run. So I'm going to try to get focused on really getting stronger in that particular position. I also played around with my belt position on deadlifts today as well, moved it up a couple of inches, and it was interesting to say the least. Definitely felt more tight on my ribs, that I might have to adjust my belt, make it a little bit bigger. But again, trying to make some slight changes just to see how it feels instead of kind of just jumping the gun and making significant changes right off the bat. So there's the video for today. God, 1 second. Gotta take this. Hello? Yeah? I'm making a video right now. Yeah, pretty bad time. No? I understand the NASM is offering a 2-week free trial of their services. Trust me, I know it's a good deal. I've told them plenty of times. Yeah, I've mentioned the website, myusatrainer.com/CampbellFitness. Yeah, they know it. Yeah, I know. We don't know when it's going to go away. They might want to act now if they want to get part of it. but it's not a good time making a video. Maybe in the next one I'll tell him about it. Look, I know. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Sorry. Anyways, hope this video is helpful to you. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.